So today I'm not going to make something this large. I'm just going to take you through the initial stages of how to make a coil pot, but this is the way I make them. So, but there is a technique involved that I will share with you, but I think I'm going to try and make something just simpler, like one of these bird forms. Do you like this, Paula?
I love it. I think it's gorgeous.
Okay, not many coils involved in that. And like I said, everything here is drying off at the moment. A lot of my inspiration, seed pods, just stuff that I see in the garden. I love the idea of something growing from a lump of essentially mud, clay, whatever. Anyway, so we'll just put those to one side. So that's the kind of thing I make.
What kind of clay do you use?
This is a red earthenware grogged clay. So this is actually quite good for hand building. It's nice and easy to work with. It's got grog in it, which is hard bits of clay, fired clay, which give it kind of quite a lot of stability when you're working. But you know, we won't get too technical because somebody will catch me out. Anyway, I'm going to get my hair out of the way and get the clay out. Yeah. So, like I say, this is my temporary workshop. It is my back bedroom. I find it a really nice place to work because, as you can see, I've got the trees outside and a great view that goes on for miles, which is lovely. And I find that quite inspirational. And just, it's a nice place to work. I made the workbench using MDF, and I've battened it underneath. And this sits on top of the IKEA daybed. So this can be deconstructed. And when my niece comes to stay, this will be back to a bedroom. And then I'll find somewhere else to work. Okay? So I'm going to get the clay out. Here we are. Comes in a 12.5 kilo bag. It's wet enough to use straight from the bag. So I'm kind of hoping that I haven't left this sitting here too long in this incredibly hot weather, that it's gone very hard and immovable. So we're just going to have to hope not. Right, where's my wire? Just a bit of wire to cut off a slab. So I'm just going to cut off a chunk. And what I start with is the initial kind of bowl shape, which I will add coils to and manipulate into a form that I hope will be pleasing. Right. I don't start off with much of a plan actually. I just go with the flow and see what comes out. But to get the initial shape takes a bit of effort. Right, I'm going to knead the clay first. Do you know what I'll do? I'm going to move these, put them back on the shelf. Safe and sound. Get out of the way. Now, just talking while I'm moving these, just talking something about the weight of them. When I started making pots initially, okay, so I just tried to put this on the shelf and bashed it into another pot. You've got to be really careful at this stage moving stuff around but if you do chip something at this stage, you can rub it out. The clay is dry and it is sandable at this stage, but obviously far better to be a bit more careful in the first place and not chip them. Right, let's get that on the shelf. Oh, you can see it's still too close to the other one. Whoa. Right, let's move that along. Okay. Right. Okay, we're going to start by kneading the clay. Get good lump to start off with. Now this has gone quite hard due to the hot weather. Now we're doing this to get rid of any air bubbles that may be in the clay. If you've got a in the body of the work, when it's fired, obviously the air will expand in the heat and you will blow up your pot. This is but this is the kind of this is the thing about pottery. It's a bit of a lottery. Pottery is a lottery. You can get to this stage, and at any stage, like for instance, I just chipped one, for goodness sake, I haven't even got it to firing. Then you get it to firing, hopefully it will make it through that process, being in the kiln at 1100 degrees, which 1000, 1100 degrees, to biscuit fire them. That's fine, get through that stage. The next will be the glazing stage. Then your glaze may go horribly wrong. So it's all, yes, it's all a bit of a risk, but actually it's a very pleasurable process. So that's what you do it for, essentially, enjoying the process of making. Now then, right, I'm really happy that you've kneaded it enough. Do you know, it's quite funny, I don't know if I can actually make something in front of people.
How do you know that you've kneaded it enough?
Well, do you know, I've done it so many times now that I kind of know from experience that it'll be enough. And also, I'm making the clay quite plastic. I'm getting it ready to work it. So when you feel that it has loosened up a bit, and you've kneaded it a good few times, you know, you're kind of ready. You'll feel it. or just guess. If this is your first time making a pot, just go with the flow. Yeah. Okay. Right, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to squash it into a bowl shape. Right. Now this process can take a long time. Because what we want to do is, this is going to be the base of your pot. What wants to happen is that the clay needs to be an even thickness throughout. You want to get a nice shape there. You want to keep watching out for any air bubbles. Your hands are your tools. Just keep, it's like massaging. You will feel the lumps and the bumps and the craters and the crevices. And you can feel, with your hand, you can feel the thickness of the clay. What you want to do is try and, don't do it too fast. You don't want to end up with a thin bottom and a fat top, where it all becomes unbalanced. You kind of want to try and work it so it comes round at the same time.